The story of Solomon's temple begins in an era of unmatched wealth, power, and divine ambition. According to biblical accounts, King Solomon inherited a united and prosperous kingdom after the reign of King David, and one of his greatest missions was to build a permanent house for God in Jerusalem. Unlike anything before it, this was not meant to be a simple place of worship, but a structure designed to reflect divine perfection on earth. Every decision, from the location to the materials, was believed to carry spiritual significance, making the temple not just a building, but a sacred symbol of connection between heaven and humanity. Construction began with massive preparation, as thousands of skilled workers, craftsmen, and laborers were gathered from different regions. The materials used were of the highest quality known in the ancient world: cedar wood from Lebanon, gold from distant lands, and finely carved stone were brought together to create a structure of extraordinary beauty and value. The scale of the project was so large that it required years of planning and coordination between nations, turning the temple into one of the earliest recorded mega-projects in human history. Inside the temple, every detail was designed with precision and meaning. The inner sanctuary, known as the Holy of Holies, was considered the most sacred space, where the presence of God was believed to dwell. This area was separated by a veil and could only be entered under strict conditions by the high priest. Gold covered many surfaces, reflecting light in a way that created an almost supernatural atmosphere. The architecture was not just about beauty, but about creating a sense of awe and reverence that would leave anyone who entered overwhelmed. Beyond its spiritual purpose, Solomon's temple also represented political power and national identity. It established Jerusalem as the religious center of the Israelite kingdom and demonstrated the wealth and stability of Solomon's rule. The temple became a symbol of unity for the people, showing that their faith and kingdom were deeply connected. However, its construction also required heavy taxation and labor, which placed a burden on the population and later became a source of tension within the kingdom. Over time, the temple stood as a central point of worship and tradition until it was eventually destroyed, becoming one of the most significant losses in biblical history. Despite its destruction, its legacy continued to shape religious thought, architecture, and cultural identity for centuries. Even today, Solomon's temple remains a subject of fascination, representing one of the most ambitious and expensive projects ever imagined in ancient history, blending faith, power, and human achievement into one monumental creation.